Hi, welcome to Wednesdays with Winnie. I am Winnie Dunn, Distinguished Professor of Occupational Therapy at the University of Missouri. We call our school Mizzou. The faculty at Mizzou are doing really interesting research, and you can learn about that work in presentations and publications. Wednesdays with Winnie are designed to highlight evidence-based teaching tips that Mizzou faculty have found to be great options for professional education. They will be quick. You can watch while taking a coffee break, and then you can discuss with a peer how you will move away from lectures and into engaged learning. Today, we're going to talk about prioritizing authentic community settings for learning. Authentic community settings are messy. You cannot predict what's going to happen. We can practice conversations with unexpected topics all day, but the day a student engages with an actual consumer or family or other professional, it matters a lot more. Let me tell you a story. I worked with a PT that served a high school. She was serving a young man with athetoid type cerebral palsy. The PT was shadowing the student one day, and they entered the art room. The teacher was introducing collages and had magazines and tools spread around the room. He showed the students how to use an X-Acto knife to make precise cuts around pictures and letters. My PT colleague was horrified that her student would have access to this knife, but she was shadowing, so she kept watching. She knew her place. She was in awe that her student, who usually was carefree and moved a lot, became still. The student steadied his chest, forearm, and hand against the table to use the knife successfully. When we talked later, the PT told me she realized in that moment that therapists would typically have protected that student by finding another way, denying the student the opportunity to rise to the challenge. She told me, perhaps it had never been important enough for him to be still before that moment. What if we are holding our students back from transformative, authentic learning because we fear they're not ready? Maybe we haven't provided them with an important enough activity, similar to the teen with the X-Acto knife. Of course, we want our professional students to have sense about what we expect of them in community settings, yet we need to trust in the process of discovery. In fact, our students cannot possibly be ready until they have unexpected experiences. Let's choose the path of discovery because it is the best learning choice rather than opting for convenience and safety of the classroom. The evidence supports this choice. Colleagues here at Mizzou have partnered with community programs that needed something that we could provide. For example, first-year students designed and provided social-emotional learning groups in preschools that needed this part of their curriculum to be developed. With faculty mentoring, and the resources are included in a worksheet that we use to prepare the students for their community engagement. Students made their perfect plans, and the children had other ideas. Our students had to be nimble, they had to regroup and discover better ways. By the end of the semester, the program had solid tested ideas, and our students remembered a lot more about planning for preschoolers than we could have ever taught them. And imagine how much more the students will integrate their subsequent semesters in class with this experience in their mind. There are lots of places our students can have substantive learning experiences. Although we can create active engagement in our classrooms, these preparatory learning activities are insufficient without messy and unpredictable experiences in authentic community settings. The evidence supports the stickiness of authentic settings. Students' actions matter more, the circumstance is more motivating, the interactions with others are genuine, the feedback they get is more salient, and the activities call upon them to integrate what they're learning. In which class will you opt for an authentic community experience? And who will you tell about this strategy? See you next time. You can find more resources at our website.